Hi and welcome to healthydogforlife.com. I'm Dan Scott. Today I'd like to talk to you about the deadly secret behind the dog food recall. The massive dog food recall of 2007 can be considered the best, yet the very worst thing to happen to pet owners in modern times. Why? Because although it was a heart-rending event for so many, the tragedy finally stirred pet owners to take an honest look at what their dogs were eating. It took some time before contaminated wheat gluten was found to be the source of the problem. And it was the pet food company's suspicious unwillingness to answer any questions that forced many to dump commercial brands altogether. If you realise that for the advertising propaganda dog food companies have become known for, the dog food recall made it hard for them to keep a respectable reputation, especially when pet owners found that these commercial producers didn't care about dogs or nutrition as much as they alleged. Dog owners began to discover with horror that besides contaminated wheat gluten, they had been feeding their dogs congealed and processed waste grains, spoiled food, rejected feedlot animals, roadkill, euthanized pets from shelters, zoos and veterinarian hospitals, used up frying oil and kitchen grease from fast food chains, and the pulp waste from sugar beet refineries, and the feathers and floor sweepings from chicken factories. All legal, all unregulated. And when you realise that dog food will be approved for use as long as it's chemically meeting certain protein levels, then you'll begin to understand what the dog food recall brought to light, and very few knew until it was just too late. I want you to know that the minimum protein level in cans is as simple as adding a cheap additive like melamine, and the result is a deadly reaction that claimed the lives of thousands of dogs and sickened thousands more. Even though there have been many unpublicised pet food recalls, pet food companies are still left to self-regulate, which allows them to continue with business as usual, making millions to this very day. With so many deadly chemicals involved, it seems only logical that a dog food recall would eventually happen. Over the years, there have been many minor pet food recalls. However, the mass recall of 2007 exposed more than dog food companies had expected. Many owners discovered for themselves how to make their own dog food and began choosing natural diets that they knew were safe and free of toxic chemicals or dead rendered animals. Also, pet owners then began to notice a vibrancy they had never seen in their dogs before, to the point where they realised sickness and chronic symptoms just began to disappear. And the interesting thing is, even after the dog food was declared safe, it did not change the minds of those who saw a marked increase in vitality in their pet. There's no need for your pets to spend their lives eating toxic food, as it's where numerous canine health ailments from allergies to neurological diseases come from. Although it is sad that it took such great loss for natural diets to gain such momentum, now thousands of dogs are looking forward to the long and healthy life they truly deserve.